Hello everyone, this is Ashish Sani from Innovate Yourself. Welcome back to my channel. Once again, I am back with a new video on Rasa chatbot. In today's session, I will take a very serious topic in which I just want to help a nation by asking, or let's say by creating a software, by creating a chatbot that will help you find a bed near you, or let's say to find a vacant bed near to you in any of the hospitals which is around you, right? And in that case I will provide you multiple details for that, and those details can be the contact details, that can be the location for that hospital, and how many number of vacant beds we have available over there, what are the other resources that are available there, right? So that's all that I will show you, and this is a very serious issue which we are facing right now, and just because of that so many lives are in danger. So it's our motive that we have to save every life. So whatever steps we can take, we will take that, and we will save the life of every person. So that is all that is the motive of us for today. Now let's not waste time and let's understand about this very serious concept, and let's make this video very informative plus very helpful for the nation. So that is all that I will be doing in today's session. Now let's get started and let's see how to help everyone by finding out the vacant bed near to them. So let's get started. Alright, for the demonstration purpose, currently I will be using some websites, and one of the website which I will be using right now to find out the availability for the bed near you is covidbedmbmc.in/hospital/info. So this is a link which I am going to use right now, and don't worry about the link, I will leave a link in the description so that you can directly find this link over there, and accordingly you can find the bed near to you if in case you are in a very need, right? So that's up to you. Now when you will open this website, you will see something like this, and here you have the option whether you want to request for the bed or you just want to check the bed availability as per the hospital, right? So I will go for the hospital wise bed availability. Now I will click on it, and based on that I will check what are the different beds available for that, right? So let me just open it, and if you want to request it, then you can click on this option to request for bed. So that's up to you what you want to do. And also you can see that we have a helpline number as well. All right, so as you can see over here that there are so many hospitals present over here, and in there you can see it is showing you few details, and those few details are like what is the total capacity, what are the number of occupied, what are the number of vacant beds over there, and what are the ICU vacant, what are the non-ICU vacant. So as per the hospital you have the different numbers for that. So that is all that I will be doing right now. In short, what I can say is I will be simply using the web scraping concept to collect the complete data from this website, and in fact we will say that we will fetch the real-time data, and based on that we will be providing you the information. And right now as I will be doing the web scraping, so I definitely don't want to go to each of the hospital and to check the details for that particular hospital. Instead I will directly ask my bot like what should I do, like which are the nearest let's say hospitals to me, so that I can directly find the vacant beds for it, right? So that is all that I am going to do right now, and for that I already have a project ready with me, so don't worry about that. I will leave a link for that as well, right? So this is all about this, and for this I will be doing the web scraping, and for the web scraping concept I will be using few let's say modules or packages which will be used in Python programming. So that is all that I will be doing right now. So this is one website which I will be using right now. Other than that you have this website as well. If in case you are in Maharashtra, you can directly go for it, and accordingly you can find the hospital near you with the different availability, whether for the isolation bed, for the oxygen cylinders or beds or ventilators, whatever it is, you will get the details for that, and accordingly you can check the contact details as well, right? So that's all you have, and don't worry about this link also. I will leave a link for this as well. One more link I am having with me, and that is covid.army, and this website you can use as per your location. For example, I want to check for multiple locations, like currently you can see I am checking for Delhi, so I will click on Delhi, and as per that I will be checking up the resources, like which resources I'm looking for actually. So just click on that, and based on that you can find the details for it. For example, I want to change it, so let's say I want to check for Bangalore, so just click on it and accordingly select the resources, right? So let's say I'm looking for plasma. So now you can see it will provide you all the details whatever you want right now, right? So that is all about it. Now let's not go for it right now, because our motive is that we have to apply, or let's say we have to create a chat bot that will completely scrap the details from this particular website, and it will provide you the real-time data, right? So that's all about it. Now for that I will be working on a project, and here I'm having a Rasa project with me, in which I have already created my chatbot, and over here I have used the latest version of Rasa, which is Rasa 2.5. so I'm using the latest version, and for that over here let me show you main.py. so this is a page over where I'm using the text blob plus HTML to text. So these are the different libraries which I'm using right now for doing this scrapping part, and based on that I'm just extracting the information. And this complete project I will be explaining to you right now, but if you don't have the project, don't worry, let me show you where you can get the let's say project. So over here this is a link for that project, and don't worry about the link, I will leave a link in the description as well, so you can directly go to this link and accordingly you can clone the repository onto your system. And after that you can see I have already made a readme file, so you can directly read it and accordingly set it up onto your system, so that you don't have to do anything from the beginning, right? So you can directly work on it, you can directly check it, and accordingly if you want to make some modifications to it, you can directly use it. So that's all about it. Now let's move to the project, because I already have the project with me and I don't have to do the cloning with it, right? And in this project what exactly I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find out that for example I'm looking for the ICU ventilators, sorry, I'm looking for ICU beds, or I'm looking for non-ICU beds. So that is all that I'm looking for. So based on that I will be asked for some options, so I will be checking up that. Now based on that I will be having some functionality, and that functionality is like, this is a complete let's say file over here, this is a complete function over here, based on which I will be getting the response for it, based on which I will be getting the output, like how many beds I'm looking for, like I'm looking for ICU beds or I'm looking for the non-ICU beds, right? So that is all about it. Now this is all about the project, and over here this is the like splitting of the data and accordingly just extracting the information that I require right now. And over here I'm having two, let's say, classes over here which I have created as a function. So one is this to check the vacant beds, and second one is to check the non-vacant beds, right? So that is all about it. And second one is non-vacant, actually non-vacant, right? So it is all about that. So based on that we are getting the responses, and this is going to generate some result. Now let me show you the final functionality of this project, so that you can link it, or let's say you can connect your final output with the project, right? Because over here I have added few intents for that, like for the non-ICU beds and for the ICU vacant beds. Similarly in the rules I have provided this information that it should start the conversation, and in the stories also I have added few stories that is going to give you this result. And this is for the web scraping part. In actions you have the actions, this is the index.html file, this is going to generate the final output for you. So it is all about this. And in the configuration I'm using the by default configurations, and over here I have added few utter actions that is going to give you the response related to the buttons. So that is the buttons part. In the endpoints I have uncommented the actions endpoints so that it can link to the action server. Similarly in the credentials I have connected it to the socket.io. And one more thing that I have to explain you in this project is that how and what socket.io script we will be using in here. because previously I have made one video on the socket IO part, and at that time the script which we were having, that is actually not working right now, because in the socket IO script for the web chat, now there are a lot more changes in that. So we have to understand that how we can set it up now so that it will be working on our system. So I will show you that as well. So for that, let me run the commands over here. You can see this is the first query, or let's say this is the first command that I will be executing to run my action server, and that will be running inside the virtual environment, right? And in this virtual environment I have my complete requirement.txt file. And don't worry about this command. This command I have already specified over here. You can see this is first command, this is second command, so that I can run the action server and the Rasa server, right? So this is what I'm doing. So let me run it now. Same thing, do it over here. Rasa run actions, right? So I will be running both the servers, action server as well as the Rasa server. So I'm having both of it. Okay, so it's starting to run over here, starting action endpoint server. Alright, so you can see the Rasa server is up and running, and also the action server is running. So both the servers are running right now, and over here you can see your Rasa action server is running, and that action server is up and running at this API, which is http://localhost:5005. That means it is running on 5005 port. And the same thing we have to add it over here in the index.html file. So let me open it right now. Over here you can see this is one thing that I'm doing right now, and over here this is a script which we have to add to any of the HTML file which I want to let's say connect to the socket IO part, or let's say which I want to use to connect to my chatbot, right? So this is what I'm doing right now. And in over here this is a complete script which I'm using right now, and over here this is one thing which you have to make changes to, because in the official website, if you will notice over there, they have given you this thing like 1.x.x. In some of the cases it is working like 1.0.0. Maybe it will work with that version, but in my case it is working with 1.0.1. so in this way it is working. So this is where you have to make the changes, and over here you have to specify like which intent should be triggered first, so that based on that your conversation will be started first from the bot side. So this is how we are going to do it, and the language which we are using right now is the English. This is the API on which my Rasa server is up and running. Similarly, this is the socket path for the socket.io. So this is all about that. Here you can give the title to the chatbot. Here you can give the subtitle to the chatbot, and here this is the parameter for the storage, like where you will be storing and what you will be storing. You will be storing the session. So this is all that we will be doing. And don't worry about the script and all. I will provide you the complete code, and I will provide you the link in the description so that you can directly clone it, and you can accordingly directly verify it by running it onto your system. So that is all that you will be able to achieve after this, right? And also just for the visualization purpose, or to make it more attractive, I have added few images that will be used to, let's say, help you save yourself from the coronavirus. So that is the main motive of us for today, or let's say for this video which we are making today, right? So that is all about it. And now this is completely done, and over here both the servers are running. Action server is running and the Rasa server is also running. Now we can go ahead and we can open the HTML website. So let me just open the web page over here. All right, so you can see my website is open, it's up and running. Over here these are the few images that I have added over here, so that I can like inform you, or let's say I can give you some information regarding like how you can protect yourself from COVID-19, what are the precautions that you have to make and everything, right? So that's all about it. Now over here on the bottom you can see there is a web chat icon. Just click on that, and from here you can see hospital web availability. This is the title, this is the subtitle, and right now as per the grid I have called this one, are you looking for a vacant beds? So let's say yes, I'm looking for it. So now it is asking me what are you looking for, ICU vacant beds or non-ICU vacant beds. For example, I'm looking for the non-ICU vacant beds, so just click on them. Now you can see, sure, let me check. So it is going to check right now, and based on the complete web scraping part which I have added in the backend, based on that you will be getting the information. Like, can you see over here, here are the top 5 hospitals. Here are the top 5 hospitals having maximum vacant beds with their contact details. So that is all that I have provided you over here. You can see this is the hospital name, this is the contact detail, this is the total number of vacant beds, and this is the ICU vacant beds, because we are looking for the ICU vacant beds, so that's why it is showing you this results. And accordingly you can see location. Now if I will click on this link, you will be redirected to the Google map. So let me just click on this, and currently we are generating this API based on the name of a location. So that's the reason it can provide you multiple locations with the same name of the hospital, because we have multiple branches for that. And accordingly now you can see you have the multiple locations for the same hospital with the same name, right? So you can check any of it which is nearest to you. So that is how we can redirect over here, right? So this is all about it. Similarly the next one is the other one, you can go to that one, next one, whatever it is. Currently I have write a program to show you the first 5, so that's why it is going to show you only first 5, but if in case you want to get for something else, then it will show you else. So this is all about the top 5. But still, if the top 5 is also not working for you and that is not fulfilling your requirement, so for that I have also provided, like, also check this link for the area wise requirement. So the same link which I have mentioned over there, like covid.army, so you can go to there and accordingly you can select the area which is nearest to you, and based on that you can check for the resources that you're looking for, whether you're looking for the oxygen, ventilator, plasma, ICU beds, or whatever it is. So you can accordingly click on it and you will get the result for it which is nearest to you, and also with the pricing for that. So that is all about this, right? So this is one thing. And after that, is there anything else that I can help you with? So for example, no, let's say no. So what will happen? It will return you some result, and that is, thanks for the visit, wear mask, wash your hand regularly, and keep 3 meters distance from each other. Stay home, stay safe. So it's like we want to save the nation, so that's why we are awareing everyone that please stay at home, wear the mask, wash your hands regularly, and keep 3 meters distance from each other. So stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. So that is the main motive for our today's video. And I hope this video was very much informative for you, plus it was very much helpful for you to find out the hospitals near you if you're facing difficulties in finding the vacant beds. So that is it for today. I hope everything is clear to you, but still if you're facing any difficulties in understanding this topic, feel free to leave a comment below in the comment section. And also if you have any queries or if you have any feedback for us, feel free to leave a comment below as well. And also if you have liked our video, do click on the like button, and if you are new to our channel and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do click on the subscribe button so that you do not miss any videos from our channel. And also you can press the bell icon if you want to get a notification whenever we will upload a new video. So that is it from my side. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye bye.